Hey, good morning. Welcome to episode 7 of Camellia City. I'm Danan, and this is my morning podcast. I don't do it every morning, but some mornings about living and being back in my hometown of Greenville, Alabama. But if you start listening, you'll see it's about a lot more than that. And I just wanted to talk today about small town life isn't small life. And what I do every day is see that firsthand right on the front lines of struggles, people's struggles. And you would think that owning a natural health store, I do. It's at 100 East Commerce Street, Greenville, Alabama, in the beautiful downtown Greenville area across from the post office. Come see me. That I would just be talking about physical ailments. And I do, plenty of them. But more often than not, when you get right down to it, there's a lot more going on. And I'm humbled and honored to be able to talk with people about all kinds of issues in their life. And I pray to God, and my deepest hope is that I'm actually, I say something or give love to someone who needs it that day. So, for what that's worth. So, the name of this show is We're All Warriors Here. And that means wherever you are, whoever you are, you know it. If anyone's tried to convince you that you're not a warrior, they're a damn liar. Because to live on this planet and to experience the human condition, the very nature of that is that you will go through trials. You are the hero of your own life. And please don't let anyone take that away from you, because what you're here to do is learn. No matter what building you're in, this is all a big classroom. And the point of all of this is to learn to live in love and not fear, and to help each other. And sometimes we lose our way with that. I'm just going to say, I've been back in a small town. It happens that sometimes there are, people have different ideas of who you are because I haven't been around them, and I understand that. They're not sure what I'm about. They don't necessarily they're not psychic. They don't know my heart. So I just have to sometimes just be quiet, and if somebody recognizes, my intention or my heart in things, then that's great. And if they don't, I can't really, people are dealing with their own shit too, So yeah, I deal with a lot of stories of physical pain, and have to help people kind of unravel that, because sometimes people come to see me for pain of certain issues, and it turns out that no one is addressing what's causing the pain, the issue that's causing the pain. Remember, in the body, it's not, pain just doesn't happen. It's because of some other underlying issue. Now, and I've said this before, I'm a big believer in Western medicine. If you got a broke arm, you don't need to be coming to me. I'm an herbalist, right? And that kind of pain can be helped very much by getting a cast on your damn arm. Go get an x-ray. But there are other things that I can help with, and I do believe that if we attack what's causing issues, we don't, like a lady told me yesterday, she took one medicine for something, and then she ended up having to take another prescription medication for the side effects of the first medication. And then all of a sudden, she's got, 5 pills she has to take every day. When in the first place, all she had to do was address the first thing that was causing the pain, which a lot of times, I'm going to be honest with you, people don't want to do, because that requires a lifestyle change. I understand that. Okay, Um, but if you really, and look, I know change is hard. I know changing the way we behave is some of the hardest things we have to do. But as part of this classroom of life, if you don't do it, you'll keep coming up against the same things, and you'll re-experience the same pain. And that kind of brings me to spiritual pain. I see it in the eyes of people here, and it's in the world. You know that saying, as above, so below? There's nothing different in Greenville, Alabama than in the whole world. We have stories of the human condition just like everywhere in the world. We're no different, just on a different scale. We have murders and abuse. We have wonderful stories of love and acceptance. We have everything. We can relate to any human condition because it's here too. Just like it is in every town, big or small, every community. But so I see a lot of spiritual pain. And sometimes that is just here, and I could be wrong, but it feels like a lot of people are just going along with the crowd of whatever they're expected to believe or how they're expected to behave, and haven't really, said, wait a minute, I want to see what I believe. What do I believe in my heart? How do I really want to be? Who am I really? Who am I? And those are hard questions. I know I know it's hard because I've sat in the dark, and I mean that spiritually, and been as lost as they come. One day, I keep telling people, one day I think I'm going to write my testimony. I think I've said this before on this show, but maybe everybody should. And maybe it's a way to work out, wait a minute, what do I believe? Where am I spiritually in my life? How far have I come? Did I just say, okay, well, here's my life, here's what I believe spiritually, and now I don't have to do anything else. I passed the test, I got baptized, and all y'all going to hell. I've been baptized. It's not this is what's so hard to realize is every day is a continuous lesson in the school of life. And some of them are easy lessons and some of them are very, very hard, honey. And we just have to, the trick is to walk in love even when you're hurting, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So I also deal with people's emotional pain. And that comes to me in people who have broken hearts. And hey, I'm right there with you, I know. And have known many times how that feels. And the trick to that, once again, like all other pain that we deal with, is can we still love? Can we still give love? Can we still walk in grace and try to help people even when we're hurting? Can we do that? And, that's another thing why I say we're all warriors, because, you don't know what people are going through. I think most people do try to walk in grace despite their pain. And some of it shows through and some of it doesn't. People who are in chronic bad health, I look at them and I see a person in emotional pain. If you come to me and you've got 50 symptoms of bad stuff and there's nothing, as soon as you get over something, you get something else, I know there's something deeper going on. And I just, I say a lot of prayers for people, silent prayers for people. If I see people who are severely, and I mean severely overweight. Those are people who are wearing their pain on the out. I just, And I'm mentioning all of this because I think we could stand to be a lot kinder to each other, because we are all at some point learning a lesson. That's the whole point of this. We can be in denial. Sure, you can be in denial about whether or not you're learning a lesson. We don't have to go around going, well, this week I'm learning the lesson of humility. This week I am working on my heartache. This week I am learning the lesson of keeping my mouth shut. We're all learning a lesson every day, and some of those are quite hard. So we could stand to be a little bit kinder to people and a little bit more understanding, because you're not the only one learning the lesson, honey. People out there are hurting bad. They're scared, they're alone, they're lonely, and a smile. And that's why, if you see me, I'm going to smile at you. I am going to smile at you. And I don't know you, maybe. I probably don't remember your name. And I'm still going to smile at you. You might have just said some bad shit about me. I don't care. I'm going to smile at you because I know that we're all going through some stuff. And if that's the least I can do, well, at least I did that today. And that's why I'll always say hello to you. I'll always wave. I'll always smile. And I see a lot of people who do that too. And I feel like the people who are always kind, they're not the people who are always kind are not the people who don't feel pain. Those are the people who feel pain and choose to be good to people anyway. So how do you do that? Okay. Well, first of all, you realize that other people are going through is none of your business, first of all. How they handle their pain is also none of your business. So if they're mean to you, also none of your business. If they don't like you, also none of your business. Totally. Has nothing to do with you. Stay out of it. But what you can do is just love them anyway. And that's the lesson. Isn't that what we're called to do? We weren't asked to do get in somebody else's business and decide whether they're, good enough to talk about at the garden club. And I don't mean to pick on the garden club, but you know what I mean. No, we were asked to just love one another. And the reason why we're asked that, because that's the hardest lesson. And all of the other lessons fit up under that. So if you can get that, first, that means that you have mastered all of the other little things we should do for each other. It's the most difficult. And it's not easy. And you won't be perfect at it. And nobody is. So being mindful of other people's battles. Here's how you do it. Here's how you get in the mindset of just naturally being able to do that. It's called gratitude. And I don't mean, you should be grateful for what you have. I mean, it's a serious and mindful and very conscious study of yourself in actual writing. And I used to say, you don't have to write down. Just say the things out loud that you're grateful for. And I take that back. I think you have to be serious about the study of gratitude. And the reason why you have to be serious about it is because it opens up your consciousness in a way that just lip service does not. So I've been doing this for years. And at first I was, if you know my story about this, I've written books on how to write gratitude journals, by the way, but I was very resistant to this and thought it was stupid. So I know what you're thinking if you're like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm not starting some damn gratitude journal. I thought that too. But when I actually did it, and by the way, it took me at one of my lowest points in my life to like, those days when you're down on your knees, you just like, help me. That's all you can say. Yeah, I was at one of those points, and I was like, okay, I'll start gratitude journaling. What can it hurt at this point? Just like prayer is never going to hurt you either. Gratitude journaling will never hurt you. And it's something I can't explain until you have to do it. And it's in the doing. You have to have that regular practice of doing it to understand the power of it. So, do it every morning when you don't feel like it. Because what's going to happen at some certain point, you're going to cross a threshold, and it is going to, bam, open up the world to you in a way that you cannot imagine. So I meditate every morning, and I, say my little prayer or whatever, and I do my gratitude journal. And that has been my saving grace. So you just get a little notebook, keep it private. Nobody needs to read that shit ever. And you start saying, what am I grateful for? Every morning. God, what is it that I'm grateful for? And you can do it every night too. Every morning, every night if you want to. You start by looking at the things around you. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for electricity. I'm grateful I can be on the internet. I'm grateful for food, coffee. I mean, don't even start with me about the things that you could be grateful for. And it's the tiniest things and the biggest things. I'm grateful for this life and my, children, my family, the big things. And it could be the tiniest things, like, I'm grateful I got toilet paper. Because let me tell you something, honey, if you didn't, you'd be thinking about it. All right? So, I think I would love to see you try it. Get in the mindset of gratitude no matter. And by the way, it works really great when you're not feeling so great and when you're in a place of pain. Trust me, I know. So that's what I want to suggest, is that you start a gratitude journal. Please just try it. See, try it for a couple of weeks. And then if you do gratitude for a couple of weeks, just do it. Fuck it, I'm not going to say anything else. Just do the damn gratitude. Okay, so before I go, I have to give a shout out to someone who is such an inspiration to me, and her name is Risa Bates. And let me tell you about her. She has saved a building. Not only has she saved a building downtown, she's made it. I walked in there yesterday to the old Alabama Grill on Commerce Street. Holy cow. It's going to be primo, an amazingly beautiful building. Not only that, but the food is going to be farm to table. It's going to be healthy. It's going to be a place of community. It was an old grill, famous for so many things: milkshakes, coffee, fried pie. She's bringing all of that back. I want you to look for the Alabama Grill. If you come to downtown Greenville, it'll be open starting in late December. I am so excited and proud that this is coming to our little town and that a woman like Risa Bates is opening it. I'm just blown away. So support her. Support all the businesses in downtown Greenville, Alabama. If you haven't been to Greenville, Alabama, I'm going to start talking shit about this place because it's amazing. It's magical. And it's been hidden. I feel like it's been like a little Narnia, hidden from the world for so long. And people have no idea how wacky doodle fun it is here. They have no idea. So, anyway, I just hope you have an amazing day. And I love you very much. All right, go out there and tackle that day. And if you could think about this today, look at the people you see. And just know they've felt it all, man. They have been through the ringer just like you. Okay, I love you, and take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Mwah! Bye.